onto your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainers? So today I'm coming to you guys with another recap to the South Central Baddies Season 3 reunion part 1. Okay, so before I get started, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, let me know what you guys think about this video, okay? So it starts off with, it don't even start off with the reunion. We start off with some lit stuff. My girl Naj, Amelion, Miss Amelion. You know, I interviewed Naj like a couple times on my channel. Let me tell y'all something. I know a lot of people talk about Krishan and you know how she can fight and all that. Naj is, I feel like, the only opponent that could really rival against Krishan. I don't care what anybody says. I think let her versus Krishan one-on-one head up, it'd be all right for Krishan. I'm sorry. Naj has learned and gotten better with the hands over time. See me with them hands. Shout out to Naj. I said, oh my God. I cannot wait for the Academy. They started off the episode with the preview of the Academy. So I cannot wait to see how that's going to turn out because that show looked super, super lit. So I'm really, really excited to see how they're going to do everything with the editing and like the fight, not the fighting, but just the storylines and everything with the show, right? Okay, so the reunion starts off with Sky and Darrell kind of talking. In my opinion, they didn't do that good of a job. I feel like they weren't prepared, like at all. They didn't have the right amount of questions to ask. They didn't even ask, how do you guys feel like about y'all fighting like the cis girls? Like, do you guys are you guys used to that in real life? Like, like all this type of stuff. Like, I could ask so much more deeper questions and just better questions. To me, Deja's never prepared. It's as if like she thinks of stuff off the top of her head. Like, girl, like, don't ever make Deja host a reunion again. Scott, when it came to Darrell, I just feel like he had like an off day. Y'all know he was doing. This is before the Bad Boys announcement thing was announced. So I feel like he had a lot of stuff, and that's why he wasn't prepared for this reunion. But both of them, to me, could have asked way better questions, right? The audio issues. We're gonna always have audio issues with ISTV. I don't know what's up. This the thing with them. They can't really give them mics because they be tussling. So if they tussle, they're gonna break the mics. The mics are very expensive. So I get a little bit why they don't make them get mics, but y'all could just bring a boom. You know them little boom mics. They have somebody, you know, with the boom. Okay, this is a big boom, bro. That's all we need. Somebody with a big boom, right? That's all I'm saying. It starts off with Joyce and Sky. So they're in the dressing room, you guys, and they're just chilling out or whatever. They're talking, you know, with the cash pages. Joyce is like, you know, my body, you know, yeah, that's my body. Yeah, you know my body. Connect the dots. That's my body. So Sky's just like, yeah, like the bigger the better. Like the niggas not they not the bitches not gonna want it with us. Like that's just that. Like we gonna come out there, we pretty, we New York. So that's that on that. So like they're not really messing with us. Like me, Joyce, like me and Jocelyn, like we the girls. Like we really the girls. Like you know they vibe, but you know our body. Like you know my body. So they just, you know, doing the little catchphrase thing, which to me, without those two, this season wouldn't be worth watching. They're funny. The catchphrase is funny. The catchphrases hit, and it's just hilarious to me. You know my money. So then we see Barbie and Kenzie popping their stuff. Let me tell you, Barbie was feeling all of her fish that night. She was popping her cat. She boop, 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 boop with the Debbie cakes. I said, okay, then you better shake them cakes, Barbie. She boop, 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 boop. She's shaking the cakes, you know, twisting them, shaking them, twirling them, boop, 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 boop. I said, all right. Barbie did look good. Okay, her hair looked good. And the outfit, I didn't mind the outfit. I know, let me tell y'all something. Darrell to me was sort of clowning Barbie during this whole reunion. And if I was Barbie, I would have felt some type of way about that, to be honest. Because the moment she came out, Darrell was just like, what are you wearing, Barbie? It's giving gold metallic. It's giving aluminum foil. Like he was sort of, you know, like poking at Barbie. And I'm just like, and I know I let him make, I'm not let him make fun of Barbie, but like, you know what Barbie give? Barbie to me is, she's not the toughest T girl, which that's fine because the whole point of transitioning, you're not trying to be like mask. So like, I get Barbie, like she really is like a woman. Like it is what it is. Like she don't carry herself like on some tough girl stuff if she don't have to. That's the thing with Barbie. So like, I get it. Okay. So, they popping their stuff. Kenzie, she's shaking her butt too. She OG the prettiest, yeah. Our body, yeah. They not marking nothing. You can't do this though. You can't do this though. You can't do this though. You can't do this. So they doing their little thing. All their memorable quotes, they gotta spit them out so we can remember, even though we already do, right? So then they go to the stage or whatever, and Sky and Joyce are up first. Let me tell you something. Sky was not feeling the rub. Was it me, or did y'all peep that too? Sky was not feeling the rub at all. I was like, oh, yikes, because some things that Darrell was asking, you could tell Sky was just like, so like, what's up? Like, I don't get it. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like, that don't even make no sense. Like, what are you doing? Huh? That's whack. Who? Yeah, but again, like you could tell she was not feeling Darrell because some things that Darrell was saying, one either didn't make sense or he didn't do his research. It was just like, what? Like I said, it was an off reunion for him. Last reunion, I think he did a really, really good job in doing hosting a reunion. To be honest, this reunion, he didn't even need Deja. Deja barely asked any questions either, right? So then they just started talking about some of the stuff that went happen in the house, how they feel about Butter, and of course Joyce was just like, I don't really mess with Butter because Butter, she was talking a lot of shit, in the house and outside the cameras. Like that's just how Butter do. Like so I had to do her like I can't believe it's not Butter and spread her and like slap her. So they was just talking about Butter or whatever. And then Darrell, this is what I thought was hilarious. Because if you guys don't know, if you guys go on Instagram on Now That's TV Inc., Darrell, you guys, Persuasion called out Darrell because Darrell during this reunion said, okay, so like, you was fighting a lot at the contract signing. And like, you friends with bitches you fight because you fight Persuasion. And she snuck you and you're cool with her. So like, what's up with that? So everybody was like, in my mind, I'm like, wait, that happened? And they showed a clip. I said, oh. Persuasion said on Instagram, I should have, the one regret I had is not hitting Darrell. I said, what Darrell do to you? Okay, you're the one who jumped in. All right, you're the one who did that. Don't be mad at Darrell because, he called you out on what you did. Okay, he did the rightful thing because he showed us the receipts, and the receipts were shown during the reunion stage. All right, so they was just like, oh, Joyce kind of, she played the flag. She kind of cop please, okay? You copping the plea. Because she was just like, Persuasion's like very like understanding. So like me and Persuasion, like we talked it out or whatever. So me, Persuasion, like me and her cool. Like that's my girl. Like we cool or whatever. So I'm like, okay, but she still tried to jump you. To be honest, I feel like Persuasion out of all of them is low-key like a cloud chaser. Like, say what you want about Kenzie, Sky, and Barbie, but like it's not like they came out of nowhere. Persuasion to me, low-key came out of nowhere after season one, just trying to beef and like get into the mix because she's seen a whole lot of T girls that just popped out. So that to me is like weird. So they talked about how all of them are going viral, right? And about that, my body, and like just all the scenes and stuff like that. And that's when Darrell was just like, you guys were fighting like bulldogs, okay? It was giving bulldog woof woof. So then, of course, Sky wasn't feeling that. Sky was like, "Who's fighting like bulldogs? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, are you dumb? Like, basically, like, nah, like." They was coming at us too, which I feel like both of them have like their fault in what happened. You could tell Liddy was kind of low-key picking on the T girls in the beginning, but then the T girls, they had a lot of mouth, especially Sky and Joyce. They had a lot of mouth as to what kind of went down. So you could kind of, blame both sides, in my opinion. So then they invite Barbie and Kenzie to come out. So Barbie come out, she that we that she they should have played that song as they walking out. That okay. And then she said, now, if you ain't pulling up, shut up. So she sits down, and Kenzie was the one that was on high feet. Barbie was like, no, I'm trying to have a dialogue. Like, we can have a dialogue. Like, it's cool. Like, I'm cool. Like, but my sister, like, she don't want to talk. So, like, it's cool. So, of course, Kenzie, she's like, I'm the biggest. Yeah, big Kenzie. OG the prettiest. What's up? What's all that talking you was doing, Sky? Joyce? What's all that talking you was doing? Joyce and Sky and them was just sitting pretty, girl. They was just like, so they wasn't really like saying it, which I'm just like, okay, this is what gets on my nerves with some of these girls on the show and just the show in general. They do a lot of talking crap to each other on the Instagram lives and everything, but in person they don't really keep that same energy. Okay, I expected Joyce and Sky to really speak up a little bit more. And Joyce, why did you come in that reunion with that dress on, girl? The dress looked good, don't get me wrong. You looked good, Joyce. Joyce to me is a woman. That is a woman. Woman, 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 woman. Let me see a woman. That's a woman. Okay? Joyce, Jocelyn. You know my boy. That's a girl. Okay? Out of all of them, you know they let it beef about who's more fishy, who's moaning, okay? And whatnot. But guess what? To me, when I look at Joyce, I see fish. Like, that's a girl. The rest of them to be determined. Okay? And then they invite, like I said, Barbie and Kenzie to the stage. Kenzie was all hype. And the next thing you know, Joyce and Sky like walk away for some reason, which I'm like, why are you guys walking away? And turning your backs to them. If you guys are gonna walk away, I would have walked away like this. You feel me? I would not have turned my back to them. Okay? That's the big mistake that Joyce made. She turned her back to them. Next thing you know, they start walking behind them. And then next thing you know, Kenzie said, boom! Shabuya, shabuya, booya, booya. She knocked Joyce upside her. I said, oh no. All you see was pink fur flying around everywhere, girl. Pink fur everywhere. Pink, 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 pink. Pink, 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 pink. Okay, I put my New York hat on to represent the body. You know my body. See, am I a part of you guys now, Joyce and Sky? I have the New York hat on. Do you know my body? So that was dumb of Joyce to do. And Kenzie got the best of her. So Kenzie to me kind of won that one. It wasn't like, it's not like Joyce got like whooped, but Kenzie got that. Sky tried to jump in, and the next thing you know, Sky versus Joyce. No, Sky versus Barbie. So they end up about to tussle, and it looked like Sky ninja kicked Barbie like Sure. And they both end up falling to the ground. I know them security bags was hurting. I was like, oh, right. And then after that happens, Barbie starts saying how Joyce didn't whoop her. She like, no, Joyce ain't with me though. Like, the only person that with me, Sky with me though. Like, but Joyce ain't with me though. Like, no. All they did was put hair whole time. Like, whole time. I'm surprised they didn't bring that up. And then and how Sky is like manlier. So she's just like, at the end of the day, like, to be honest, Darrell, that's like fighting your brother. Like, she don't moan. And like, I'm real woman. Like, I got these tits and I got all this booty. Like, I'm a real girl. Like, and then you see Sky over there, like, that's a nigga. Like, that's like me fighting a nigga. Of course, that he gonna whip me. Why do two girls do that? If you guys are both going through transitioning, why do you guys use that as a weapon to insult each other? When people in the real world, not in the real world, because all of us in the real world, but people that are not of the community use that as an insult to all of y'all. Let me answer me that question, T-Girls. My T-Girl entertainers, okay? Like I said, I feel like they weren't asking the right questions. And then we go backstage. We see Sky biting off Joyce. Now it's giving, what's her name? Bree from BGC 17 when she was biting off her nails in that limo. It's very nasty though, low key. I know that's your friend and all, but this bacteria and mucus all in your mouth, you little pepper. Like, they said in the comments on TV, they said the reason why Joyce ain't pop off her nails, girl, is because she got the veneers and she want to crack her teeth. Listen, the girls with the veneers can't really do much, okay? Because one little crack, you got to go back to the doc, okay? And then backstage, we see Persuasion, thirsty. Mimi, my, I say Mimi, thirsty. Naj, my girl. We see Naj over here. We see Kashmir. Kashmir, to me, she did look really, really pretty. I did see this live of Kashmir basically crying about some stuff she had dealing with her mom. It really made me see why Kashmir acts the way that she does. And this reunion further proved it. Because all she wanted to do was be pretty at the reunion, sort of sit. For now, of course, the second part, we see her getting into it with people. But like, that video, it changed my mind. I was like, wow, it didn't change my mind on like how she acted. Because like, Just because you've been through stuff when you little don't mean nothing. But it kind of made me understand why she is the way that she is. Like it made a lot of sense. Okay, because basically she was crying, talking about stuff she went through her childhood, why she didn't have any teeth, her situation with her mom and everything like that. So I was like, okay, now it's clicking. Because I'm like, girl, why your teeth like that? Why you do this? Why you do that? Now it makes sense. And then this is the part that got on my nerves. She gonna say, "Oh, Danye, that's my sister. You feel me? That's my sister." And what my sister said, Danye, like, "Oh no, like, my sister's not fighting. Like, she gonna be cute today. She gonna be pretty today." And I'm like, Danye, you were like invisible the whole season. All of a sudden, you decide to just pop up out the woodworks and talk. And what's up with y'all faking that y'all cousins and sisters and stepsisters and evil grandmothers? I'm sick of all these relations that don't really exist. Okay. So Liddy and Nina come out and they talk about like the success of their careers, especially Liddy. Liddy looked really, really good with the braids and a bucket hat. She looked great. And then I hate how Darrell kept interrupting Liddy. Like, let her talk. The audio already bad. Like, let Sister Girl just speak. Okay, because she was just like, he was like, oh, they really like that you beat Kashmir off. Like, they really like that you beat Cash off. Don't get me wrong. I liked Liddy, not just because of the fact that she beat Kashmir. I liked her because she was funny, she was witty, and she had a personality. Okay, if y'all watched the first episode, you could hear her in the limo saying, "You know my body." Like, that's funny to me. Like, I'm looking at for people, I don't like, you could be the best fighter and I still don't like you because you're just annoying or you're boring. She's actually funny besides her knowing how to fight. She has a personality. Okay. So that's what I liked about Liddy. So he kept interrupting her on that, which was like really, really annoying. And then they bring out the rest of the girls. Oh, and when she talked about the success of her career, shout out to her. She did open up for like Trina this past month or weeks or whatever. So that was really, really great to see that some of these girls on IDS TV actually getting good opportunities. And the next thing you know, the rest of the girls come out, and then we have Joyce versus Kenzie. Because Joyce trying to get her leak back. Listen, that nobody won that one. I'm sorry, nobody won that one. Because they didn't have time. Security didn't give them really enough time. And then Barbie ends up getting her leak back. I said, okay then. Barbie got her leak back. She ended up getting Joyce. Even Joyce at the end, she was on the floor. She was like, did you guys get that? Because I don't think she thought the cameras really caught Barbie putting in that work. But Barbie putting that work on you, okay? So Barbie, after she fought, she like, yeah, you ain't get to put hair this time. Put hair no time, okay? Put hair this time? No, not this time. So Barbie was really, really happy that she took the W. And then Kashmir was sitting there trying to be not trying to be pretty, but she was sitting there being pretty. She's like, yeah, I'm not fighting. Yeah, I'm not fighting. Yeah. She did look good though. Her hair was laid and she did look good. The outfit was smart because it wasn't a dress. It was still a fight. That she was in a dress. She was in a clothes where she could still thump without getting her clothes ruined. Okay, so I will say that. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. This was actually, it was okay. Like I said, they could have asked better questions and they could have brought the girls out like more separately, even more than they did. Like they could have brought them out in duos, be like have Cash and Danye, had Liddy and Nina on their own. Like they did that a little bit, but they could have did it a little bit more towards the other girls. Okay, let me know what you guys think down below. We're out, babies.
No, personal.